Welcome to the module about updating your Google Business profile if you already have one. If you don't know how to get to your dashboard, then type in Google Business Profile, which I've already done, and then you can actually say View Profile, and here's my business on Google. A quick note that if you look up Google Business Profile, if you have more than one business profile, then they will both show up. Like in my other module, I created this Image Optimist profile. I may change the name of it because I feel like Image Optimist isn't very descriptive. So as you can see, Suzanne Rushton Photography has a name, the name of what I do. Image Optimist is a bit vague, and I was doing it to illustrate how to create a new business on Google, but I think I may update that with what Image Optimist actually does, and I recommend that you do the same. So whatever photography or therapy, copywriting, plumbing, accommodations, like whatever your business is, I would add that. Okay, here we are. We're managing our profile. So as you can see, I'm going to expand this here. As you can see, there are a whole bunch of things that you can do. I had made a list for you. So before you dive in, or maybe right now, just pause the video, take a look at these 3 things. These are the things that you want to have handy in order to update your profile. Now, Google Business is always updating things. So they're always giving you extra features. Sometimes they take them away. But now you have a huge number of characters that you can use to describe your business. So I just clicked on Edit Profile. And so you can edit your business name, which is what I'll do before. Okay, Life Coach, I added that. So here is a great opportunity to make sure that all of this stuff is up to date. For example, am I identifying as a life coach? Not really. Photographer, yes. Add category. Let's see if there's another type of photography. Photography service, photography, commercial photographer. Because I'm not really a studio and I'm not really a school anymore. We're going to leave those 3 types of photography there and save that. Now, I've already added a description. Photography with personality, bright, captive images for lifestyle brands, people, and events, right? So I've updated all of this. Opening date 2010, contact information, my website, social profiles. So here's where you would add those. It's giving you some options. You have the options of TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest. I do have Facebook, so I could add Facebook. Let's add Facebook. There it is, because I open this quite a lot. So I'm going to copy that, head back over here, paste it in, save it. That's fantastic. Short name. Oh, it's no longer supported. Okay, let's ignore that. You might not have that option. Business location. Again, all of this is editable. Do I really service Victoria? Yeah, yes, I do. And then my business hours, special hours, add more hours. So we're not doing that. I'm woman owned. So it's in your best interest to fill all of this stuff out. If you have a location, then obviously these accessibility and amenities details are going to be more relevant. And if you speak other languages, that's always great. Here's another access point to your business information, closing that. Okay, so we've updated our business information. Now we get to add the rest of the things. You can read your reviews. I believe this is where you can also respond to reviews. That's right. So it is a good idea to respond to your reviews. Actually, we're going to talk about reviews in another module. So we're going to move on from that. Photos. Remember those 3 to 10 photos I suggested that you have available? Here is where you use them. If you don't have any images, then obviously add some. This is where you would add them. You would go add photos, and then you'd select them and add them. I am going to suggest that you name them according to your business. So if it's just IMG _ whatever it is, then I recommend changing that to yourbusiness.jpg. Edit products, edit services. Now I don't sell products, but if you did, that's where you would add them. Edit services. So, look at all my services. Look at all my photography services. So this is actually a fantastic place to edit those, because the reality is that I don't really do boudoir photography, wall art, stock photography. I don't really do stock photography. I've always wanted to, but I don't. So I'm unchecking some of these things because they're no longer relevant to me. So that looks pretty good. I am wearing something different because in the last 2 days since I recorded the first part of this module, Google has changed something. So we just did the part about the Google services. When I click on it now, it's totally different. So instead of having that tag cloud that you literally just saw, we now have this. And so this is all the things that I had selected before, all of the services that I had selected. And now I have the opportunity to edit them specifically. So, what is the service? What is the price of the service? This needs updating. Those are not my current prices. And as you can see, I have way too many services. Go into your category, add the services, and I'm going to spend the next little while updating this. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to fill in every single one of these, but please pause the video. Please fill in your own. And if you want to add more services, you can. At the very bottom, there is add another business category. So let's say I suddenly want to do hairdressing. I could add that. I'm not going to add that. But I wanted to also mention, if you have a service on here like car photography, I've done car photography. Do I really do car photography? No, not really. No one ever contacts me to do car photography. So I'm just going to delete that. So I'm actually going to prune this, and I recommend that you do the same. Basically, the more details that you can give Google about your business and your services, the better you will do. Bookings. I think you need to enable something here. Yeah, I haven't enabled a book now button. I just don't want to, but you can. Calls. Turn it on. I don't want phone calls. I want people to email me either through my email address or through Google. And the last fun thing that you can do is, here's a little preview of my Google business listing. You can add updates. So you can add posts. It's basically like if you didn't have a website at all and you don't want to make one, this is your feature. Google Business Profile is all you need in life if you absolutely don't want to bother creating a website. So you can do this add post and just basically get a little update as to what you're up to in your business. This is a new feature for Google, and I recommend taking advantage of it. Once you've done those things, you're pretty much good to go. Just sit back and wait for Google to approve all of the changes that you just made, and you are good to go. And I'm going to show you why Google Business Profiles are so helpful. So if I wanted to find a photographer, then it is going to give me a list of the photographers in the area that I was searching for. Now, very ironically, when I first did this, I came up, but now I am not coming up because I am being reviewed right now. So while you are under review, your business will not show up. Here we have all of the photographers, and I would imagine that their Google Business Profiles are pretty well optimized because they're showing up. So you can hover over these guys, right? It's got a little preview of their work. It's got their ratings. You will notice that in a search, the highest rated ones will be listed first. Join us for the review module coming up next, where we dive into Google reviews and how to get them and what happens when you do.